Welcome back to the Southeast Iowa Video Network and a presentation of Washington Demon Soccer, powered by Washington County Hospital and Clinics. It's a conference rivalry matchup here at Washington Wellness Park between the Demons, who will host the Fairfield Trojans. First of two matchups between these two sides this season. So we welcome you in to the broadcast booth and the pregame show presented by the A&C Williams Agency of Farm Bureau Financial Services. My name is Jack Knowlton, and we should have a good one on our hands here today between Washington and Fairfield. Two teams with 2 wins apiece. The Trojans come in having played all 3 of their matchups against conference competition, a pair of wins over Keokuk and Mount Pleasant, a loss to Burlington. For Fairfield, Washington got its first conference win over the MP Panthers 10-0 in Mercy Rule fashion in their most recent match. Also have a loss to Fort Madison in SEC play. And of course, the last time we saw the Demons on the Southeast Iowa Video Network, it was a 13-1 first half drubbing of Central Lee. 3 goals and 3 assists apiece for Angeline Anderson and Ashley Ramirez. Don't think we'll be seeing as much scoring from one team in this match. It should be a pretty balanced affair. Fairfield leads the series 17-11 since 2011, but Washington has won 9 of the last 10 matchups between these two teams. However, going back to last year, they split the rivalry. Fairfield winning 1-0 at Washington. The Demons getting a 4-1 revenge. So should be an exciting one. Setting the table. We'll step aside for a moment. You'll hear the starting lineups and the national anthem. We'll come back, get you set for kickoff. Washington and Fairfield here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network.
And the decisions made by the officials. Please honor these athletes competing tonight by refraining from any negative comments. Together, we can set the standard for good sportsmanship. Please join me in welcoming our officials for tonight. Crystal Lambriz, Jeff Bowler, and Philippe Neves. And now for the starting lineups. First, for Fairfield, goalkeeper, Faith Jones. Number 2, Emma Metcalf. Number 4, Janesha Guzman. Number 8, Sophia Eisenbraun. Number 12, Carissa Fligg. Number 13, Mallory Weigel. Number 16, Lexi Mast. Number 17, Brooklyn Fligg. Number 18, Alejandra Carminato. Number 22, Anna McAvan. And number 31, June Connor. The Trojans are coached by Ian Stabby and assisted by Hannah Stern. And now for your Demons. Goalkeeper, Allie Medley. Number 2, Ellie Farmer. Number 3, Jimena Gonzalez. Number 5, Izzy Murphy. Number 10, Angeline Anderson. Number 12, Sinai Ortega. Number 13, Maya Broody. Number 15, Alexis Ahn. Number 19, Ali Wolf. Number 22, Ashley Ramirez. And number 24, Morgan Broody. The Demons are coached by head coach Mason Quigley and assisted by Sam Wadley. At this time, we ask that you please stand if able and remove your hats as we pay honor to this great nation with the playing of our national anthem. also do have a small concession stand with drinks and candy if you would like to visit the concession stand. There are also game programs available in there.
So those were the starting lineups and national anthems. We are just moments away between Washington and Fairfield here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. SEC clash between two sides that have started promisingly in conference play. The Demons, like we mentioned in the pregame show, able to remedy that loss to Fort Madison with a win over Mount Pleasant. They will look to keep things rolling in a quick series of home games here over the next few days. We've got the Demons girls program on this Southeast Iowa Video Network here today. Got them again on Thursday against Burlington and the following Monday against Keokuk. Certainly want to have some positive results. They'll play a week after that at home against Fort Madison. So a run of conference games starting here against the Trojans. Washington has been able to string together some positive results against Fairfield, but the Trojans picked them off 1-0 last year. The goal scorer in that game was Emma Metcalf, wearing number 2 for the visitors, and will start this match with the kickoff, one of the captains for Fairfield. 10 goals on the season already for her. She got 6 of those in their last match against Keokuk. The other 4 coming against Mount Pleasant. Referees all set, and we are underway between Washington and Fairfield. The Demons winning it right back off kickoff. It's Angeline Anderson, Washington star. 7 goals in the last 2 games for the Demons. These two teams have been in really strong scoring form, taking advantage against some teams that, albeit were a little bit weaker than they were, but you have to play and beat who's in front of you, and Washington and Fairfield both doing that in emphatic fashion. Demons trying to come forward. That one's cut out. First touch for Metcalf. She gets it to Lexi Mast. One back. Washington trying to spring forward. Ashley Ramirez is on this near side on the right. Metcalf wins it back for Fairfield. Midfield, that was Guzman, gives it over to Mast. One back battle in this part of the midfield just in front of Washington's half. Wind blowing more from sideline to sideline today at the Wellness Park, so doesn't overly favor one team. Ball out for a Fairfield throw. Trojans have turned things around already in conference play. Won just 1 match last year, already have 2 this season. I've talked to their coach, Ian Stabe. Actually have been to the last 2 Trojans games. As here's Washington trying to break forward. Ball from Anderson toward Ramirez. It's steered out of play by Brooklyn Fligg, playing left back for Fairfield. Coach Stabe has praised his team for their stick-to-itiveness, and they've improved this season. So has Washington. Anderson trying to roll it into the path of Broody. She's got it here, and it's turned away. Will it stay in play with the wind? It will. Washington trying to recycle. First early sight at goal for the Demons. Didn't get a shot off. They do here. Now when Tess Jones rolls through her legs, but stays in front of the goal line. A little nervy moment for the Fairfield keeper. No trouble in the end. First big chance of the game for the Demons. Ball played in forward again, and Jones able to come grab it. Jones starting in goal for Fairfield. The Trojans do have Johanna Mora on their roster. Mora played 1,200 minutes in goal last season. Coach Stabe, I mentioned the conversations I've had with him. He has said this Fairfield team has dealt with some injuries this year, and even heading back into last year, he's hoping his team will get more healthy as the season goes on. Might be the case with Mora, but we won't speculate. Jones has stepped up well so far as the Trojans keeper, and we'll have a goal kick here. Fairfield gonna play it short. Washington not gonna be afraid to press with this attack, and Anderson wins it back near the top of the box. Anderson rolls it forward, cut out well. Mallory Weigel on the challenge. Metcalf will have the throw. Playing left wing for Fairfield. Over for the Trojans, it's Mast. Trying to turn it upfield. One back by Anderson. Few interceptions for Angeline Anderson early in this game, but Metcalf steps in and beats the challenge of Anderson as Fairfield looking for their first sight forward. It's been more in the Washington half in this opening 5 minutes. And here's Sinai Ortega, who will be tasked with defending against Metcalf. Foul goes against Mast. Free kick for Washington. Demons get it forward. Sub for Washington. Jimena Gonzalez out. Demons throw aimed for Anderson. Couple of Fairfield Trojans there. Anderson able to weave her way through. Angeline Anderson trying to create a chance for herself. Cutting in is Anna McAvan. Anderson cuts it back toward the byline, tries to play across in, plays it off of McAvan. Nice footwork from Anderson. Good play as well from Anna McAvan. Sophomore defender for Fairfield to get back, but it's a first corner of the match for either team. Be swung in by Ramirez toward the waiting Anderson. Played back out wide. Maya Brody looking for the return ball to Ramirez. Instead, it's a Fairfield throw. Once again, the Demons just pressing up, not afraid to commit some numbers forward. Metcalf wins it back. Rolls it through, some space here for Guzman. Works it to Mass, tried to spring it for Metcalf, but it's out of play. Be a throw for Ortega. Mass cuts the throw in off. Izzy Murphy goes long. Ball in behind, substitute forward Mario Hernandez for Washington, but she was offsides. Fairfield let the ball roll out of play for a throw anyway. Angelique Mario Hernandez scored 4 times in that game against Mount Pleasant. So in some good form, it has it here. Plays it forward for Maya Brody, brought down well. Back for Mario Hernandez, tried to return it to Brody, but was offside. The Demons, the better of the exchanges between these two rivals. Ball played forward, and that is Morgan Brody, I believe, on the left wing, who was offsides, and see Coach Mason Quigley for Washington just telling his team, keep your eye on where the line is, and if you're Fairfield, you might note that. Could try and play a little bit more of a higher line, try and trap Washington offsides. Of course, you have to generate a little bit of attack yourself to try and relieve some pressure off your defense. Ellie Farmer trying to bring it forward from defense. Anderson trying to turn. Ramirez is out wide. She instead plays it back to Ortega. Turns it for Murphy, who goes with the early long ball, and offside again was Mario Hernandez. Mast will take the free kick. Out of play for a Fairfield throw that'll allow the first sub for the Trojans. Actually, it'll be Carissa Fligg returning to the game, number 12 for Fairfield, replacing Guzman. Oh, excuse me, Miller came in for Fligg. Guzman moved from that right back spot into midfield, so number 6, Miller, over there on the right side of defense for the Trojans, who have their first attack forward. Metcalf curls one toward goal. That can be dangerous with the wind, but it flies over the net of Allie Medley for Washington. Well, having been at that game for Fairfield against Keokuk, Metcalf playing on the left, right-footed, not afraid to cut in on that right foot and shoot from those kinds of angles. And a short-taking goal kick is won by Mast, who pops a shot. The chip is caught by Medley. Able to hold on to it, prevent it from rolling out for a corner. Cheeky effort by Lexi Mast, who is also unafraid to shoot from kind of that center attacking midfielder role. Steps up to play forward as well. Demons have a throw. Commit a few more numbers forward. Taken toward Mario Hernandez. Brings it down, trying to turn through a few defenders. Looked for Broody, instead it's cleared down the left wing, and Murphy has to deal with a chasing Metcalf. Out for a throw to go back to Metcalf. She scored one of her 6 goals from pretty much the corner of the 18-yard box, where not afraid to shoot from distance, not afraid to hit one from an angle either. Doesn't need to cut into the center of the park to shoot. One out, 4-goal kick. Washington putting Murphy on the goal kicks. Trying to send it long into that swirling wind. Mast is right there, alert to it, as is Anderson. 28 minutes left in half number 1. Anderson, quick ball forward. Mario Hernandez, flag stays down. Brings it back to the right wing. A good challenge. Sophia Eisenbraun. Mario Hernandez sticking with it though, trying to turn her defender. It finds Anderson, plays it forward. That ball too far. They'll call Jones out for it. Eisenbraun and McAvan, 2 good defenders for Fairfield. 2 goal scorers as well. I talked about the goals flowing for both these teams. The Trojans rather let the defenders get in on the action. Both of them scored. Or rather, McAvan scored against Mount Pleasant. Eisenbraun got a goal against Keokuk in Fairfield's last game. Morgan Broody giving way for Washington. Fairfield just trying to feed it to the feet of Metcalf. Murphy sends it out of play. Mast will take it. Callie Schiebel is in on the left wing for Washington now. But it's the left wing of Fairfield that the Demons are focused on. Ellie Farmer cutting out that pass. Mast plays it off Anderson. Metcalf working against Ortega. Wins another throw. Fairfield just working their way down this left-hand side via the throw-in. Now they go long toward the middle of the pitch. That one's mishandled. Farmer able to turn it away only momentarily. McAvan trying to recycle. Gives it away to Schiebel. First action of the game for Callie Schiebel. Now it's Alexis on playing left back for Washington. Fairfield, that was well won that time by Francis Miller. On having to give chase, it stayed in play on that right-hand side of the Trojans. Schiebel, or Miller rather, wins it again, but that time out for a Washington throw. Most of the ball's really been on that right-hand side so far. Here's a good ball forward. Can Mario Hernandez run onto this? McAvan has to turn it away. Still not totally dealt with. June Connor is back there. Mario Hernandez challenges. She gets into the box. Mario Hernandez, can she tee up a shot? Cleared away. Touched just a bit too big by Mario Hernandez, and now some space here for Metcalf. A break for Fairfield, one-on-one with Murphy. Mast returns it to her. Trying to work a 1-2. Putting it back near the top of the box was Flig. Now Mast will just recycle. Right idea for both teams getting forward. Touch just too big for Mario Hernandez, and then on the other end, Mast just a little too much weight on that return pass. Here's Ashley Ramirez, quick footwork. Anderson plays it forward. Mario Hernandez is offside. It's the right idea for Angelique Mario Hernandez. Just have to time up those runs, keep an eye on where the feet of the last defender are, and sneak in behind. But certainly as a forward or as a coach, if you're Mason Quigley, looking at your forward, you'll certainly take these sort of attacking instincts over someone being hesitant to make those runs in behind. That one comes flying out near midfield, near where our loyal Matt Bryan has his camera. We already had that camera impacted by a wayward pass, shall we call it, if we're being maybe generous. That was in the Washington boys game against Fort Madison, but the camera survived, as did the Bloodhounds in that game. Mass looking for Ashley Ramirez. Still nothing between Washington and Fairfield. Back into the game now is Gonzalez, who started up front. Has it now, trying to play it for Morgan Broody. Broody, Gonzalez, Schiebel, all right there on the left side of that Demons attack. Schiebel actually playing out wide. Morgan Broody sort of tucked in behind Gonzalez, who's at that central striker spot. That one intercepted well. Weigel there, but Washington able to win it back with Farmer. Now Anderson out wide for Ramirez. That's a good ball forward by Angeline Anderson. Ramirez trying to hold it up. She turned across into the box, instead leaves it for Anderson. Mishit it a little bit, but Gonzalez trying to get under it. Mast on the long ball. Washington getting back on it. A good ball forward. Gonzalez trying to break here. June Connor able to get to it first. Turns it out wide. Will it stay in play? It does. Schiebel picks it up. Gonzalez now able to turn. She's got some time, but actually was in an offside position. Washington trying to find a foray forward down their left wing. June Connor has to steer it out of play again. It's refusing to go out with the wind. Keeping it in. Schiebel's throw. Anderson works it forward for Brody to the feet of Gonzalez, who turns. McAvan there. And Connor will do it again with a throw from pretty much the same spot. Anderson. Morgan Brody had some pressure against her, and Fairfield wins it back. Flegel will take the throw, another sub for the Trojans. Brenna Golden, who has appeared in all three of Fairfield's games so far, all appearances off the bench, will come in now, take a place up front. One back by Washington. Farmer's pass, unable to find a teammate. Now here's Metcalf. Mast. Mast looking for Golden, who's intercepted. One back by the Demons. Anderson turns it wide again for Ramirez. Another good ball forward, just a bit too much on it though. So we've reached the halfway plus a minute point of half number one. Still 0-0 between Washington and Fairfield. Told you there was not going to be much in this game. But Washington trying to find the first breakthrough. Gonzalez trying to break into the box. Connor and McAvan are both there. McAvan able to steer it away. Great last-ditch defending again by the two Fairfield Central defenders. Pressure still not totally off Fairfield yet, though. Brody tried to play it quickly for Gonzalez. Brody gets it back. Brody has it, trying to work away into the box, and Jones is there. Schiebel was crashing. Faith able to get on it. Mass trying to turn. Metcalf. For Mass trying to return it to her. Goes over the head of Murphy. Farmer, and the other number 2 here for the Trojans. Emma Metcalf working against Farmer. Farmer not letting her turn toward the byline. Metcalf able to, though, and now plays it into the box. Waiting for it was Flig, trying to return it to Metcalf, who hit it low, but mishit it. Steers it out of play for a Demons goal kick. Allow 2 more subs for Washington. Schiebel and Maya Brody will come out. One back by Mast on the goal kick again. Izzy Murphy able to get there. Fairfield still hunting that first really big chance. They've had a couple sniffs at goal, a couple moments getting into the Washington box. Can this be a moment here for the Demons? Maya Brody in. Brody on the right-hand side chips it toward goal. I think the intention there might have been a cross, but chipped into the wind and harmless in the end for the Trojans. Brody wearing number 13 for the Demons. You see her taking up a spot with Anderson. Kind of the central attacking part of the midfield for Washington. They'll kind of run the show. Try and switch the ball from one side to the other between them. Try and space this Fairfield defense out. Got wingers who know how to play in space. Ramirez on the one side. 16 minutes to go, and that's going to get called against Lexi Mass. So a free kick for the Demons. Ashley Ramirez will step over it. Only really 3 Washington players, maybe 4 if you count Brody and Anderson now coming short. Really only Gonzalez and Mario Hernandez, who's over on the left wing now, are up for it. McAvan got the first touch. Sophia Eisenbraun. Play for a Fairfield throw. Fairfield's been pretty disciplined in defense so far, but Washington keeping that press on. They've won it back off a lot of these throw-ins. Mast, a nice touch. Moves around Farmer, plays the long ball, and a good one for Metcalf, who can run down this left-hand side, now cuts it back. Metcalf's gonna try from distance, and that one no trouble for Medley. She'll keep it from going out of play. That's the instinct, of course, for Emma Metcalf. That could be dangerous for Washington. She has space on that left-hand side to work with. Fairfield able to win it back again. Here's Mast with a little bit of space. Returns it to Metcalf, who's moved into the center of the pitch, at least for now. Washington wins it back well. Nice switch of play there by Washington. Ramirez holds it up. Turns and finds Angeline Anderson. Angeline Anderson moves around one. Anderson gives herself a little bit of space, cuts it back. McAvan right there, and Anderson tripped her up as she was going for the ball. McAvan, a little slow to get up, took, let's see, a little bit of a boot there. No malintent on the challenge. Have to be tough, of course, back there to play in the center of defense, and McAvan has proved that so far for Fairfield, but how long can it be kept up against this Washington press? Can Fairfield create a few more chances? They have done in the last 5-10 minutes, but much more involved. Can they continue to get in the attack and just keep a little bit of that pressure off their defense, as Washington isn't going to switch that press off anytime soon? The ball takes a little bit of an awkward spin. June Connor has to deal with it. Mario Hernandez able to collect. She's got Baruti with her. Instead turns it back. Mario Hernandez, nice move. Gets to the byline, pokes it toward goal, and it's the crossbar. Ramirez unable to collect. Took a unexpected ricochet, but that was a nice shot in the end by Mario Hernandez. That just dropped by, if that just dropped by a foot or two, just a moment or two sooner, that might have very well been in the back of the net. Promising stuff for Washington. Mast, well taken free kick to find Metcalf. Turns it for Mallory Weigel. One back by Maya Brody, and now Farmer. Washington have been quick to win it back in some of those channels in the midfield, and now Angeline Anderson can come forward. Angeline Anderson is one-on-one with Faith Jones! And Angeline Anderson makes the Trojans pay. The Demons, the goal felt like it was coming at some point in this first half, just put so much pressure on that Fairfield back line, and they are in front. And it's Angeline Anderson with the opener. So Washington off and running, and the way they've been really winning the battle in midfield, that'll be a relieving feeling for Coach Mason Quigley and company if they can hold on for the next 10 minutes and take a one-goal advantage into the break. Of course, adding to it would be ideal as well for the Demons, but Fairfield not going to go down quietly. Mast has the throw-in. See if she maybe looks for a longer throw into the box. Trying to get it toward Brenna Golden, still in off the bench. Mast going to hit one toward the back post. Washington, Maria Hernandez able to get to it first, but Fairfield with a shot on goal. Maria Hernandez just couldn't clear it, and Frances Miller was right there. Demons able to put one on, or the Trojans rather, able to put one on target. Won themselves a corner. First corner of the game for Fairfield. Washington has one so far. Loading up at the top of the box, and you've got Krista Fligg standing next to Allie Medley in goal. It's played toward the penalty spot. First ball dealt with. Metcalf hits it on the second ball, curling back, but not enough. Shot over the net of Allie Medley. Metcalf, that is what she's going to do, is create shooting opportunities for herself. Coming into this game, 33 shots. She's put 29 of those on frame. She had 15 shots on target in that win over Keokuk. Again, Washington was not going to allow that many with their defense, but certainly also shows the attacking ability for Emma Metcalf, or of Emma Metcalf. Trojans as a team generated 27 shots on goal in that win over the Chiefs. Had even more than that against Mount Pleasant, but it's Washington with the lead here. They've put the shots on goal and put one in the goal. So we're under 10 minutes to play in half number one, and Ashley Ramirez has the ball on the right wing. Ramirez plays it back for Anderson. Anderson trying to drive into the box. Wins it back. Anderson, shot is blocked, and hard challenge, and a necessary one in the end by Sophia Eisenbraun. Go out for another Demons corner. Ramirez over there to take the corner. Outswinger for Washington. Curls in the wind out of the 18-yard box. Maya Brody trying to recycle. Golden there. Brody again. Throw for Fairfield. Anderson able to get first to it. Has some time to turn. Plays it for Farmer, who has Metcalf behind her. One back by the Fairfield forward. Tried to spring Mast in behind. Up for a Washington throw. And the Demons will do it again. One back by Fairfield. Golden has played with some good energy since coming in. That one turned well by Maria Hernandez, who herself's had a good half, and it sprung in Anderson. Angeline Anderson, another one-on-one. Is this the second for Washington? It is indeed. And it's again off the foot of Angeline Anderson, and have to credit a really good ball forward by Angelique Maria Hernandez, who just turned it with her right foot on the volley there, able to steer it right in the path of Angeline Anderson. Fairfield playing that high line. They've caught Washington offside a couple of times, but that time the Demons stay on. Get a big-time second goal. Just under 7 minutes to play in half number one. Two goals in 3 minutes for Angeline Anderson. Number 10 and number 11 working well together. Metcalf. That one intercepted. Broody now has a little bit of space on the right-hand side. Cuts it back. Broody still with it. One back by Mast. Flig, Weigel, Anderson with the challenge. Ellie Wolf in there as well for Washington. Maria Hernandez. That move over there to the right, left side of attack has paid off so far for Mason Quigley's side. Washington scored both their goals since she's come back in. Was directly involved in that second. Alexis Hahn clears that one away. Not messing about for Washington. Hahn and Izzy Murphy just so solid in defense for the Demons. We've talked about that a lot on the broadcast. Done a fair few Demon boys games so far. They, of course, have Fletcher Brower, Joe Schreiber, Kevin Salas-Gomez back there. Their defense has been big, and the girls' team the same way with Izzy Murphy, with Alexis Hahn back there. It helps when they can be supplemented by some good attackers. Maria Hernandez has been one in this half so far. Demons looking for another chance. Driving to the box. Allie Wolf gets the shot away and wins a corner for the Demons. Third of this first half. And it's the two-time goal scorer, Anderson, over to take it. Allie Wolf sort of at the penalty spot, guarded by McAvan. Got Ramirez up there. Maya Broody lingering at the top of the box. It's in for Wolf. It comes down for Farmer. Ellie Farmer. Ball still not all the way cleared. Wolf trying to get a touch to it. And eventually Weigel able to scramble it clear. And now gets it to Emma Metcalf. Can this maybe be a counter for Fairfield? Mast plays a good ball forward. Medley's got to come get this one and gets a foot to it, crucially. Golden running the ball down. Ramirez turns well, couldn't find a teammate on the pass. Metcalf. Passed one. Metcalf hits one. No trouble for Medley. Both teams fairly even, actually, in terms of overall shot numbers. Of course, Fairfield's taken a few from distance. That's a great ball forward. Allie Wolf could be behind here. Allie Wolf is in behind. Allie Wolf trying to gather it. McAvan got back well. Wolf being steered wide, turns it back toward goal. A superb finish. It was a great ball forward from Anderson, and the Demons have three. 3 minutes to play. It's 3-0 Washington. Now Ashley Ramirez trying to get on it off the kickoff. Angeline Anderson saw she might have been offsides, waiting for her to come back toward the defenders. It's turned out of play. Demons have a throw. They smell blood in the water now. Can they get a fourth before halftime? Ramirez couldn't collect that one. Allie Wolf has it again here. Near the top of the box, trying to return the favor to Anderson for getting the assist last time, and Anderson mishit it. That's one she'll want to have back. A little shake of the crowd, or have a shake of the head toward the Washington crowd. But you love the idea if you're Coach Mason Quigley, who has been barking out orders from that Demon sideline, and his attack has responded. How can Fairfield work their way back into this one? Washington's defense doesn't want to let them, but Brenna Golden might have something to say about that. Golden went early and had to just settle it a little bit more. It'll go down as a shot on goal, but no trouble for Allie Medley. Final minute of this first half. 2 goals for Angeline Anderson, and a goal for Allie Wolf. A couple of assists. Anderson's got one. Mario Hernandez has one for the Demons as well. Set up Anderson's second. It's all Washington. Scoreline looking more like that 4-1 win they got over the Trojans the last time these two teams met. Murphy, an important challenge. It's one back, though. Played into the box, but no runner on the end of that ball from Fligg. That'll be the last attacking action of either team in this first half with under 10 seconds to go. So Washington going to take a 3-0 advantage into the break. Comfortable position for the Demons at home on their way 40 minutes away from their second victory in Southeast Conference play. 2 goals for Angeline Anderson. We'll talk more about the first half. A goal for Allie Wolf as well. And we'll talk more about the first half here on the other side. Go to a quick break. It's Washington 3, Fairfield 0. You're watching the Southeast Iowa Video Network.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
My name is Levi Lyle. I have lived in Kyoto my entire life, but I've been an organic farmer for about a decade. Truly, the reason to do business locally is because of the joy and fulfillment that comes in relationships. Coming to Professional Proteins is an opportunity to work with good people.
Our communities were founded on the strength of local farmers. At CBI Bank and Trust, you can aim high, bank strong. With personalized service and trusted relationships, we'll help take your ag business to the next level with the right loan for your needs. CBI Bank and Trust is here for you.
I love helping people. I always wanted to help people. That's what I love the most.
We do a really good job of growing our own, but also we are able to take your skills, adapt them to what we need, or grow them as well.
Our leadership group here, they are actively involved, always supportive of our new ideas and innovation here at the hospital.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics. Apply today.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
At Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction, we provide everything from design to complete installation of your kitchen cabinets. For small town service with competitive prices, Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction are here for you.
At Washington Lumber and Home Center, our extensive knowledge, great pricing, and a long list of local installation experts, you are guaranteed to get the service you deserve with the quality you should expect. Washington Lumber and Home Center, your local place for great results.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Your adventure starts here. Capper Auto Group, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram will get you ready in style. Meet with our friendly and experienced team to find a vehicle that gets you on the road, and rely on our service shop to keep you there. Capper Auto Group. See yourself the Capper experience. Check out Community Profiles every Thursday, where our host, Greta Clemens, talks with people from around Washington about their stories and highlighting upcoming events. Make sure to tune in to Community Profiles every Thursday at 10 on the Southeast Iowa Live Facebook and YouTube page.
At WCHC, our goal is to take great care of our patients and our staff.
We are able to approach you, take care of your issues, but also give you a path, as far as referrals or treating you right then and there.
Our role in the community is taking care of something that matters to everyone. It's their family and their health.
More than you expect for your health care.
At Wolf Floral, you'll find everything you need to spruce up your summer. Located on the southeast corner of the Washington Square, we've got you covered from small gift items to the finest floral arrangements around. Wolf Floral, unique by choice, not by chance.
Kick it with Fairway all soccer season long with all the spring deals and variety you're looking for. Stay in the game with all the fresh deals and snacks to fuel your championship season. Make Fairway your home field advantage.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
Welcome back to Washington Wellness Park, where it is a 3-0 lead for the Demons over the Fairfield Trojans. We welcome you in to the Fairway Meat and Grocery halftime show. Jack Knowlton joining you on this beautiful day, really, from Washington Wellness Park. Can't have any complaints here for this one in Washington. Can't have any complaints in tonight's girls game against Fairfield. The Demons able to put 3 goals all after the 30th minute. Finally broke that Trojans defense down. Fairfield, to their credit, have been playing pretty resolute back there for the most part. Sophia Eisenbraun and Anna McAvan have had their hands full in half number 1, but Washington able to score 3, 2 of which came from the foot of Angeline Anderson in the 31st and 34th minutes. Angelique Murillo Hernandez assisted that second one, played a really good ball forward, kind of near midfield, and Anderson made a good run in behind. Murillo Hernandez on the volley, picking her out, and just like that, it was a one-on-one between Anderson and Faith Jones, and most goalkeepers are going to be troubled by Anderson if she has that much time and space to score. And then it was Angeline Anderson providing an assist for Allie Wolf, who got a goal in the 38th minute to put the Demons ahead by 3. Wolf, it's her first goal of the season, has an assist to her name, or had an assist to her name last season, or 2 seasons ago rather, when she was in the side, now getting on the score sheet, and the Demons able to cruise from there. We'll see how Fairfield adjusts in that second half. Their star forward, Emma Metcalf, able to put a couple of shots on target, but wasn't able to really trouble Allie Medley. We'll see if maybe Coach Ian Stay moves her around and maybe plays her more in the center of the pitch, trying to challenge that defense of Washington. Of course, a difficult 1-2 challenge. Izzy Murphy kind of leading the charge back there for Washington. Ellie Farmer, a talented defender as well, kind of can play that defensive midfielder role and be a little bit of a maestro of that Washington back line. So they are in control for the most part in attack. They were able to punish the Trojans. Really good high press action as well from Washington. Goal kicks, throw-ins from the Trojans' defensive third were really trouble for Fairfield. Washington was able to kind of win back possession quickly and in an attacking area just mounted that pressure onto the Trojans' back line and eventually break through, and did so 3 times. So we'll see what more Washington can create in the second half. We'll see if Fairfield has an answer. Step aside, take a short break, come back. We'll have the second half between Washington and Fairfield here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. Demons and Trojans taking the field for the second half between Washington and Fairfield. Girls soccer action here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network, and it is Washington who have been able to roll 3 goals, all coming in the final 10 minutes of the first half. We'll see if they can keep that momentum up. We'll see if Fairfield can maybe get an early one in the second half. Will kick things off. Emilia Gonzalez from the center spot. Angeline Anderson with the first half brace. Allie Wolf with the third for Washington. Assists for both Anderson and Angelique Murillo Hernandez. We're back underway, and Fairfield able to get on the ball right away after the Demons kick off and an early long-range effort from Emma Metcalf. No trouble again for Allie Medley in net. Going long, that one bouncing toward the camera. The camera might just have a magnet on it for the soccer ball. I don't know what it is. Every time it comes out here on this near side, the camera seems to be in trouble. Missed it that time. Metcalf. She does at least look to have taken a more central position. There's a long-range effort from Mast. 2 early shots from Fairfield, but no trouble for Medley in goal. Faith Jones is also in, played goalie in that first half, is now out there on the field for Washington. It's the Trojans with a throw, and then the Trojans with a little bit of an attack in this first 2 minutes of the second half. It was interesting, Fairfield, when they came out the aggressor against Keokuk, it was the Chiefs that had the better of the team's chances, had the ball mostly in Fairfield's final third for the start of that second half, and then Trojans able to just work their way. So can certainly be that way when you're the team ahead. You can get just a little bit lax, especially right out of half. The other team comes out really firing, knowing they need multiple goals to come back. So Washington having to weather that storm. Can they come forward again? Poked down a play by June Connor. Gonzalez up there challenging for it. Good throw in, taken to Anderson. Already has 2. Can she get a hat trick for the 3rd time in as many games? Had 4 goals last time out against Mount Pleasant. Had 3 in that emphatic first half for Washington versus Central Lee. Fairfield looking for another ball forward. Washington looking for another good result at home. Of course, Trojans, much more talented team, can certainly get themselves back into the game, but for Anderson herself, that would be impressive accomplishment to get 3 hat-tricks in 3 games. Ball clipped forward. Murphy didn't deal with it initially, but runs it down. And Anderson eventually able to turn it clear and now finds Ramirez with some space. Good response from Murphy. Alejandra Carminato, was running for it. Kind of hit off the shoulder of Murphy, rolled into the box. Carminato almost got there, but Murphy again. That's why she's a captain for Washington and why she's had her place in the first team for so many seasons now. A senior member of this Demons team is making plays like that, being able to recover as a center back. Seen that Fairfield back 3 do some similarly good last-ditch defending to avoid it getting worse for them on the score sheet. They've had more of the ball in this first 4 minutes. Mast. Jones is in front of her. Mast trying to roll it to her. It's intercepted that time. Well done there by Washington, but Metcalf able to get it here. Trying to get a return ball from Carissa Fligg, who's still battling against a couple Washington defenders. Eventually turned loose by the Demons. Morgan Broody challenging for it against Connor. Gonzalez trying to win it back. Plays it back for Farmer. Intercepted. Larry Weigel plays it forward, and it's sent clear. Fairfield able to collect. No nonsense clearing by Murphy. Anderson. Trying to play in Ramirez. Ball not able to stay in play for her. Seen a couple of times on that far side. Some long balls played for that look like they'd hook out of bounds that hold up on the grass or in the wind. I can happily report, by the way, that the dog from the aforementioned halftime post, if you've been watching our stream here in the Southeast Iowa Video Network, is back, dubbing him the unofficial mascot of tonight's match. Lexi Mass, ball intercepted by Allie Wolf. That left back spot for Washington. Got it back here. Farmer is a little bit stepped up. You see that midfield trio. It's Farmer and Anderson playing just ahead of Maya Broody. Back four behind them. Fairfield trying to work it forward again. Washington able to intercept. Anderson works it out wide to Ashley Ramirez. The combination has been great dating back to even last season for Washington. Fairfield coming forward again. Murphy steers it back down the line, and we'll make Fairfield take a throw from a little bit of a deeper position. Mast hits one from distance, blocked by Murphy, rolls out for Jones. Jones trying to turn. Murphy's there again. Murphy's been busy in the first portion of this second half. That ball gets into the box, though, and Wolf had to turn it away. And before the Fairfield throw, a couple of subs will come in for both teams. Mario Hernandez will check in. See Ramirez off, Maya Broody off as well. Callie Schiebel returning for the Demons. Here's Mast. Can Fairfield generate a goal? They've had some really good possession here, now entering at the 9th minute of this second half. Wolf, a couple of Fairfield attackers around her. Guess they are doing some defending, but in a very advanced position. They win a throwback. Here's Mast. Returns it. Weigel trying to roll it into the path of a teammate. It's one back by Farmer. Farmer couldn't find Schiebel, intercepted by Metcalf. Washington able to win it right back, though. Now Anderson. Anderson running through the midfield. Can she go on another one of these big-time runs? Anderson on a hat trick. Anderson into the box. Shot was blocked, I believe, by McAvan, or was it just mishit by Anderson? It was. Thought it might have taken a deflection on its way out. Instead, a goal kick for Anna McAvan. First big chance of the second half for Washington. And they build on it. Anderson's back on it here. Anderson rolls it through and able to be collected. That's Brenna Golden, by the way, now in goal. She played well in attack for Fairfield, but they made the switch at halftime. That's something they've done this season. Jones, who's right here on this near side. Now up front, Golden back in between the posts. Mast, Metcalf couldn't gather it at her feet, but wins it back on a nice challenge. Turns it back for Mast, who has that one roll under her foot. Rare occurrence for both of those players for Fairfield. That's Mast working against Murphy, who's come out of her spot at center back a little bit. Played a good ball forward for Faith Jones, but she was offside. Demons looking for their second win in conference play. Fairfield has 2 to its name already. Ball forward by Alexis on, and a foul going to be called against Fairfield's Carissa Fligg there, who was kind of holding up the run by Mario Hernandez. So Wolf will take the free kick. Ball rolls past the feet of McAvan. Eisenbraun able to deal with it. Mario Hernandez up there challenging. Fligg unable to collect. Washington trying to bring it forward again. Turn out a play for a Fairfield throw. Jones for Weigel, intercepted by Farmer. Anderson now able to turn. Angeline can run again. Angeline challenged well by Eisenbraun, but gets up and wins the ball back. And Eisenbraun brings her down. Won the ball first, though. 2 great tackles by Eisenbraun. Still with Washington, though, near midfield, or I guess in the sort of border between middle and attacking third. Obviously, those aren't explicitly defined. Couple more subs for both teams coming in for Fairfield. Guzman is back in up front. Sprinting to make her way off, actually, was Carmen Hutto, who didn't realize she was being substituted. The ref didn't realize the sub was happening as play got restarted. She's off now, and Washington on the attack. Mario Hernandez cuts it back. Shown some great footwork in this game. Trying to pressure McAvan. Fairfield able to turn it away. Wolf. Long ball coming toward the broadcast setup. The fence will save us. My super producer Peter was ready to dive in front of it, putting his body on the line. That's what we like to see. He's a man of many talents for the Southeast Iowa Video Network. If you want a score update from elsewhere, by the way, of course, have Mount Pleasant live. The Mount Pleasant boys up 6-0 on Fort Madison. That's a major result on the boys' side of things. Those 2 teams really have emerged as the kind of leaders in the clubhouse in the SEC. So that is a statement for the Panthers. Of course, Washington played MP in a very close 2-1 battle last week. They'll have a return match at home here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. On the boys' side, shaping up to be a very, very interesting SEC race. A lot of teams showing some real talent this year. Both Washington and Fairfield here on the girls' side have demonstrated their abilities as well, with 3 wins between them. This will be an important win for the Demons. Mentioned their schedule at the top of the broadcast. Of course, they've got Burlington up next. That one is here, a rescheduled game from earlier in the season. Burlington on Thursday here at the Wellness Park. We'll have that for you. Metcalf trying to surge forward for a chance. Mast has some space, hits it with the left foot, and what a strike it was! And that is why Lexi Mast has 4 goals to her name this season and is second only to Metcalf in shots and shots on goal for Fairfield. And that is the chance the Trojans were looking for. And with just over 25 minutes left, it's back to a 2-goal lead for the Demons. Fairfield not going to go away quietly, especially with players like Mast and Metcalf. Talked about it earlier, Lexi Mast's willingness to take shots from long range. They've shown that all match long, and finally one hits home off the crossbar. And if nothing else, that'll be a nice moment of tape for Coach Ian Stabe to revisit, but it could be more for Fairfield if they can get a quick second. So Lexi, now her 5th of the season, has 7 assists to her name as well. Really productive player, just a sophomore too for Fairfield. Going to definitely be a huge part as this Trojans team looks to build their program. Went 5-11 a season ago, 2-12 the year before that, so you can see the steps they're trying to take forward. And now they're trying to break forward here. It's Metcalf. Can they get that quick second? Returns it for Mast. Similar position. Metcalf has some space. That could be dangerous, trying to tee one up. Rolls it instead for Mast, who hits it again. It takes a deflection, and it was off the hand there of Wolf. And a golden opportunity from the penalty spot for the Trojans. Mast, the goal scorer, is going to take it. Wolf knew immediately. He was trying to get a hand behind her back, and another hard-hit shot from outside of the box could be rewarding for the Trojans. Lexi Mast, can she get a second? And a second for Fairfield. No! Saved! Allie Medley equal to it. It wasn't the hardest hit penalty, at least compared to some of the other shots that Mast has taken, but Medley, so often you see goalkeepers, when players keep it on the ground, they dive to one side, try to choose. Medley saw it all the way. A big save for Washington. It remains 3-1. Demons were trying to break immediately the other way. Fairfield able to recycle. Washington win it back, though, and Ashley Ramirez, who's back on the right wing for the Demons, is battling for it against Eisenbraun. Eisenbraun keeping it in play. Returns it for McAvan. Ramirez blocks it, and Brenna Golden smartly able to run out and prevent any further danger from that Washington chance. But it has been pretty much all Fairfield so far in this second half. No big-time opportunities for Washington, and the Trojans are coming forward again. Metcalf and Mast grown into this game thus far. Mast has it again with some space. Eisenbraun has a pass intercepted by Alexis On. Faith Jones trying to turn it for a teammate, and On will just send that one toward the parking lot. No camera over there. Did hit a pickup truck in the first row. Couple more subs for both teams. Morgan Broody and Allie Wolf coming off. Angeline Anderson, who took some time on the bench, is back in. Nelly Martinez Casillas is into the match as well. She's on this near side playing that left back role for Allie Wolf. For Fairfield, it's Frances Miller who came back in. Anderson immediately involved after coming in off the bench, setting up Gonzalez with a chance. Steered past the near post. Couldn't put one on frame. But another opportunity created by Anderson and created for Washington. That'll relieve some of the pressure as we tick toward 21 minutes left in half number 2. Amenya Gonzalez, no goals, or excuse me, 1 goal, 1 assist this season for her. Both came against Central Lee. Could take a pretty good guess at almost anyone on this Washington team having scored against Central Lee. They put 13 past the Hawks in one half of play and shared the wealth pretty well in that game. Plenty of players on the score sheet. They need 10 more if they want to reach that today. That won't happen, but they've got 3 and they've got the lead. That's all they'll care about. But they have to protect it. Alexis on trying to do just that. Sends it out of play. It'll be a Fairfield throw near the corner flag. Martinez Casillas now able to play it off a Fairfield attacker. It was Jones and Flig who were both there. Didn't see what last hit off of, but a Washington goal kick nonetheless. As Gonzalez will make her way off up front. And it's Wolf back in for her, who's gone from left back up to striker now. Of course, has a goal to her name in this one. Can she get another? Demons throw. Farmer throws it down the line. Rio Hernandez chasing, June Connor steering it out of play. Halfway plus a minute through half number 2. Well played forward. That hit the hand of Broody. Ref saying no. Broody trying to get the return ball from Wolf, and it's poked out of play for another Demons corner. First of the second half, 4th of the match for Washington. It's Anderson. Will hit an in-swinger. Floats it toward the back post. Actually lands near the penalty spot. A really well taken corner. No Demon able to get a foot on it. And Fairfield will just send it out of play. That would stay in. It nearly did again. Another one of those that just holds up right before it goes over the touchline. And instead, it did go out. It was a throw for Washington, but Fairfield forcing the Demons to retreat a little bit. Now Metcalf able to win it back. Trojans coach is yelling for some numbers to get forward. Metcalf couldn't return it for Mass, though. Demons with a 3-1 lead, but it has been Fairfield, the more attacking team and the better attacking team in this second half with their 1. Can Washington change that with Mario Hernandez and Wolf up there? That one took a touch off Mario Hernandez. Wasn't really expecting it on the clearance. Wolf now challenging with McAvan. And McAvan trying to turn it away. Still in near the touchline. Wolf able to play it into the box, but right to June Connor, who, not messing about, sends it out for a Washington throw. 2 subs set to check in for Fairfield. Ref bringing a halt to proceedings briefly to make sure Wolf is okay. Anderson. Turning, Anderson looks up. Anderson, will she have a hit here? Curled one. Out wide. And now Wolf will come back out for Jimena Gonzalez. Carmenado and Faith Jones back into the match for the Trojans. Both of them will come up front. Goal kick taken short. This gave Fairfield some trouble in the first half. They haven't had as many goal kicks to deal with in this second, but Anderson is able to intercept this one. Working away forward, still with it near the touchline. Cuts in between a couple defenders. Anderson into the box, cuts it back. Gonzalez! And another one just wide, similar position from an earlier shot for Gonzalez. We're number 3 for Washington. Making her 4th appearance of the season, played just once last year. Taking a step forward in her junior campaign. The Demons again committing numbers forward as Mass tries to lift the goal kick over them. It only finds the feet of Maria Hernandez. And now Broody. Gonzalez is ahead of her. Broody has it taken off of her by Mast. Anderson picks it up. And Anderson plays it out wide. Ashley Ramirez has time to take a touch and tee up a shot, maybe! And Ashley Ramirez has the Demons 4th. And with just under 15 minutes to go, that could be the dagger for Fairfield. A big-time goal for Ashley Ramirez, who scored 3 times against Central Lee, got an assist against Mount Pleasant, and is back on the score sheet. As Morgan Broody will come in for Mario Hernandez. Demons continue to rotate up front. There hasn't been much drop-off when these substitutes have come in, even in the moments when Anderson, who has had another really good game, has been out or was out in this second half. It hasn't switched off for Washington. And they're able to get their 4th, really weather that first chunk of the second half that was largely dominated by Fairfield. Can the Trojans find a quick answer, though? Mast bursting forward, already has a goal today, and now forced a save from Allie Medley. And now for a Trojans corner, which Mast will take after earning it. I remember seeing this against Keokuk. You see those 4 players loaded at the top of the box. They'll probably make different types of runs to get in between and confuse these Washington markers. And again, you've got Flig standing at that near post. She'll shield off Allie Medley. Metcalf makes the early run and tried to get it. Good ball in on the corner from Mast. Now McAvan will hit one. Takes a bounce, but Medley right there. Ball played forward by Medley, brought down well by Broody and Farmer there as well. Broody plays it forward. Alexis on. Mast moves around Farmer. One back though by Anderson. Her and Farmer able to just close down the space when Fairfield try to come through the middle. Good ball out wide. Metcalf clashing, returning it from Mast. Metcalf winning it back. And turning, getting toward the byline, cutting it back. One out by Washington. A couple of defenders over there. Sinai Ortega among them, who's had a really good game, trying to keep Metcalf under control. Flig, Broody. That's Maya, and here's Morgan Broody now, putting some pressure under. Now for a Washington throw. Wolf will swap with Gonzalez again. Ellie Farmer coming off as well. Morgan Broody moving into the center of the park, and Mario Gonzalez will come back on that left-hand side for Washington. Almost got involved right away on a pass forward from Anderson. Harley Vanega is into the game as well. Comes in defense. And here's Anderson will hit one from outside the box. And it is the hat trick for Angeline Anderson. It was hit low, and Golden might have just lost it for a second. And it's a fifth for the Demons, really in control now with 11:30 to go. And Anderson has her third hat trick in as many games for Washington. Metcalf. A great response for the Demons after, if you go just by the second half, 1-0 down, so to speak. We're trailing in that scoring department after a strong start to the half by Fairfield, and slowly but surely Washington was kind of able to restore the pressure they were putting on the Trojans back line in that first 40 minutes. Here's Maya Broody trying to work it forward for Wolf, who already has a goal to her name today. McAvan right there. Wolf with a good challenge. Ref deeming it a foul, though. Thought Wolf maybe got a touch to the ball first, but did come from the back. It did catch the boot of McAvan, so. Can't have too many arguments either side. Washington has capitalized off of some of these Fairfield set pieces and goal kicks from inside their own half, so that might be a better outcome for the Demons even than Washington winning the ball, but Fairfield able to get it out that time and now have it with Mast. Looking for an early ball. Faith Jones, Alexis on coming to challenge. Jones has a little bit of time, trying to return it to Mast. Mast. Swing and a miss that time, but maintains it with Fairfield on the throw. Oh, poked out Will. Maria Hernandez bursting down this left wing. Rolls it for Wolf, couldn't quite find her feet. Mass looking for Metcalf. Izzy Murphy there again. And when Washington has needed it most, Murphy has been there. Fairfield have had plenty of opportunities to put a couple more goals on the board and create some one-on-one opportunities similar to the ones Washington has created. And Murphy has done her job as that last defender. Maria Hernandez has done her job with an assist today. Now hooks in a good ball toward Allie Wolf. Allie Wolf looking for a second. Shot blocked. Wolf will have another crack at it. And it was blocked again. It was McAvan and Eisenbraun, the two defenders for Fairfield, but a corner in the end for Washington. Morgan Broody will come off. Farmer returning with 8:20 to go. Fifth corner of the evening for the Demons. Toward the back post, it was touched first by Eisenbraun, who probably had to get to it. That was swerving toward goal. And now Weigel can break forward for Fairfield. Unable to find the feet, though, of Metcalf. Flig, one back by Broody. Rio Hernandez returns it for Maya Broody. Nice 1-2 that time for Washington. Now Broody charging forward. Returns it for Mario Hernandez, who tried to play it back. Last pass just a bit too unselfish maybe, but Rio Hernandez wins it right back. Broody plays it off a defender. And in the end, no jeopardy there for Fairfield. Anderson goes early after making the interception. Flig. McAvan. Back for Flig. Mario Hernandez right there and wins it. Good pressure again by Washington. Good ball forward by Mario Hernandez. Wolf challenging for it. Wolf running behind June Connor now, and Wolf able to win a corner. Will that be a throw? That is the far side from my vantage point, so you can see if it went over the byline or out for a throw. It looks like Anderson coming over to take a corner, so we guessed right. Always love when that happens. Couple subs both ways. Sophia Eisenbraun earning a well-deserved break. She's had a good match in defense. Ball comes down for Mario Hernandez. She's trying to gather it. Now returns it for Anderson in the box. Anderson looking for a fourth, and that one skims over the bar. To go back to, despite the 5 goals, Eisenbraun, McAvan, they have shown their talent today. Held up really well for much of that first half. Sort of a bend, don't break situation for Fairfield, and in that Washington attack just a little bit too much, but they have plenty to build, and plenty they are building here at Fairfield. It'll be a compelling return fixture. These two teams will meet again May 7th at Fairfield High School. Very likely that this Southeast Iowa Union reporter will be in attendance. Metcalf turning and firing, and Medley able to make the save. Mass, good control on the Medley punt. Medley charging that one down. Ball gets away from her. Washington still there with it. Throw for the Demons. Good run in there by Alejandra Carminato. But yet again, the chance eludes the Trojans. They win it back off the throw. On Carminato. Carminato turning into the box, rolls it across, but couldn't find either Metcalf or Flig who were there. Excuse me, Guzman was at that penalty spot, waiting for it. Couldn't get it, so Washington, unless Fairfield can pull off a bucket of goals here in the final 4 minutes, Washington will improve to 3-2 on the year. No draws yet for the Demons. As I mentioned a couple times now, it's a string of Southeast Conference games coming up. They'll be back here Thursday against Burlington. Excuse me, Tuesday against Burlington. A quick turnaround, of course, that's what rescheduled games can do sometimes. A great ball forward here from Angeline Anderson. Allie Wolf is in again. Allie Wolf hits it on the volley, but couldn't wrap her foot around it. That was a difficult attempt. A bouncing ball, but a great ball forward from Anderson. So Burlington on Tuesday. It'll be a short turnaround for Washington, welcoming a very good Burlington team. Mario Hernandez wins it on the goal kick. Mario Hernandez finds Wolf. McAvan there defending, and Weigel able to turn it away. And Thursday, it'll be the Demons against Keokuk. And they'll be back here yet again on Monday, facing off against Fort Madison. So it's 4 straight home games for Washington, including, of course, the one tonight. That'll be in the books in 2.5 minutes. Mario Hernandez, good footwork again. Slides it back toward goal and took a dive. I think wanted that shot to be a little bit better. Thought for a minute we had an injury situation on our hands, but just a reaction to a missed shot. Farmer Running it back well, but no one there in the center of the park for Washington, but Murphy crashing and winning it off of Emma Metcalf. For Fairfield, they will go back on the road, also play a match tomorrow, their first non-conference game. They've, of course, like we've mentioned, played Burlington, MP, and Keokuk so far. They'll be at Knoxville, 5:30 tomorrow. They'll return home for games against Fort Madison and their second match of the year against Burlington. Fort Madison on the 23rd, Burlington on the 27th at Fairfield High School. So a long week for both these teams. 3 matches in it can be grueling from a fitness standpoint, but it's a positive result for the Demons with under a minute to play. Ashley Ramirez hits it from distance. Nearly found the back of the net. Good effort by Ramirez, who has a goal herself in this second half already. And will trot over to take the corner with 30 seconds left. Maybe a quick 6th goal for the road, or I guess to take home with you if you're Washington, being the home side. Shot from distance, rolls through Mario Hernandez. There's 19 on the clock. Mario Hernandez has it taken off her by Connor. And with 15 seconds to go, Fairfield will try and break forward for a last attack, but the Demons are going to etch a win into the books, 5-1 over the Trojans. Able to respond after Fairfield got one on the board early in the second half and see out a 4-goal win. 5-1, the result for the Demons. We'll step aside for a moment, wrap up the broadcast with a quick recap of the scoring. Look ahead to the Washington's next match. The Demons prevailing 5-1 over the Trojans. You're watching Washington Demons Soccer here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
My name is Levi Lyle. I have lived in Kyoto my entire life, but I've been an organic farmer for about a decade. Truly the reason to do business locally is because of the joy and fulfillment that comes in relationships. Coming to Professional Proteins is an opportunity to work with good people.
Our communities were founded on the strength of local farmers. At CBI Bank and Trust, you can aim high, bank strong. With personalized service and trusted relationships, we'll help take your ag business to the next level with the right loan for your needs. CBI Bank and Trust is here for you.
I love helping people. I always wanted to help people. That's what I love the most.
We do a really good job of growing our own, but also we are able to take your skills, adapt them to what we need, or grow them as well.
Our leadership group here, they are actively involved, always supportive of our new ideas and innovation here at the hospital.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics. Apply today.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation, Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
At Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction, we provide everything from design to complete installation of your kitchen cabinets. For small town service with competitive prices, Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction are here for you.
At Washington Lumber and Home Center, our extensive knowledge, great pricing, and a long list of local installation experts, you are guaranteed to get the service you deserve with the quality you should expect. Washington Lumber and Home Center, your local place for great results.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Back here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network, wrapping up this girls soccer broadcast. It's the Washington Demons prevailing with a 5-1 win over the Fairfield Trojans. We welcome you in to the Community First Credit Union post-game show. Jack Knowlton here in the broadcast setup. It was 3 in the first half, 2 in the second for Washington as they prevail over Fairfield in a conference matchup. All of the Demons' goals in the first coming in the final 10 minutes. Fairfield defending really well for much of that first half, and their outstances in the second as well. But Angeline Anderson able to score 2, got an assist for the third as well, which went to Allie Wolf on the front side of halftime. And then the Demons able to add 2 more. Ashley Ramirez scoring 1. A saved penalty for Allie Medley after Fairfield was able to make it 3-1 by way of Lexi Mast. And the Demons were able to finish off the Fairfield Trojans. Anderson got her hat trick with just over 11 minutes to play and pull off the win. A really nice result for Washington. Played some really good high-pressure defense there in the final third, just to kind of put Fairfield under when they had throw-ins, goal kicks, trying to play it. Couldn't really build out of the back. Credit to the Trojans. Sophia Eisenbraun, Anna McAvan did some really good work in defense when Washington was breaking forward, but the Demons just able to stack some good attacks together, played really well with that press, and some really good through balls. Both the Anderson assist and Maria Hernandez assist in those first halves were just well-taken through balls and able to be put home. The Demons very efficient. Anderson, a nice ball forward, is a well-taken goal by Allie Wolf, too, who initially lost it. McAvan kind of ran her down and forced her to go out wide, which is what you want to do as a defender. And Allie Wolf able to just steer a shot into that far corner and get a big-time goal for Washington. So the Demons, with 5 on the day, they improved to 3-2 on the season. And they will be back here in short order. Tomorrow night, they will face off against Burlington. The Greyhounds coming in here ranked number 1 in the SEC. They are 3-1 overall on the campaign, looking to spoil the party at home. It would be a big-time result for Washington if they can get it, and you won't have to wait long to find out. We'll be back here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network for that broadcast. So we'll sign off until that time for our great producer, Peter Camp, for our great cameraman, Matt Bryant. I've been Jack Knowlton. We'll sign it off. Washington winning 5-1 over Fairfield, and they will be back tomorrow night on the Southeast Iowa Video Network against Burlington.